Golly. Golly. And the baby. I'm going to try my best to do a lot of Bernie Mac references during this video. We are near the home stretch. And the baby. Please don't screenshot that. Why did I do that to myself? Why did I? Oh, I miss you, Bernie Mac. What a legend. We are near completion. What an intro. So we left off at the power steering AC delete kit. I told you guys that I had put in the injectors, right? 1000cc South base. And I got screwed. I guess my boys were a little too busy. They didn't send out the gasket kit and the hardware. So had to remind them. I'm like, hey man, it's kind of been like a week. It's like, oh shit, dude, we forgot. Big shout out to my boy Carlos, man. I'm pretty sure he's overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff over at Skunk. That's why I'm here today. I don't know if you've ever been through it like me, where you're chasing down your tracking number. You're chasing down UPS. I did that today. Literally just started driving around. I was like, hey, you think you have my route? You got a package for me? He was like, yep. I said, let me save you a trip. Let me grab that. Pause. That's a great pause. That's top 5. That's top 5. I got my hardware here. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to share some OEM numbers with you for the OEM intake manifold bolts and also the exhaust manifold bolts. I believe I've shared those before in the past, but I got some new subscribers. Maybe this will trend into, really taking a closer look at my channel so I could just make your life easy. What else do we have? Yeah, so roughly about less than 2 weeks left to join the giveaway. We've got the 10 prizes here. Things are looking good. Let me show you this motor. Let's start vlogging. Let's start working. Yeah. I'm going to be very lonely soon. I ain't going to have much to do here. So let's enjoy it while we have it. Keep going. All right, now. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right. All right, so. All right, guys. Yep, all right, guys. All right, so. Okay, boys. You got something to say, 40? Yeah. Hi. So before I turn that fan on and it gets a little too loud in here, what a beautiful motor. Still waiting for this. My hardware should be here, I think, tomorrow. Is that a nick? Oh no, sorry, it's cut. Waiting for that hardware here and some other stuff from Frank, but the kit's here. So I have all my plugs here. Intake manifold gasket. Obviously the K24 was not going to work with this manifold. Also the K-tuned coolant adapter showed up. I actually installed it so it could silicone. I have to tell you something very important about this spring so you'll never have a leak. Here goes part numbers. So intake manifold bolt, nice and clean. Look at that. How beautiful is it to put a brand new OEM bolt on? Us Honda enthusiasts, we get horny over the smallest things. Pause. So here goes your part number for that intake manifold bolt. You could probably scan that QR code. So intake manifold bolts. What do you need? So if you're not going to remove the studs, you only need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ordered a little bit more just to have some here. Exhaust manifold. So here goes you. Watch the knees. Yep, there you go, boss. Into exhaust manifold, 14 millimeter. Put all those brand new, looking sweet. Here goes your part number. Let's help you out a little bit because that 0 looks like an 8. Okay, here it is. Exhaust manifold bolts. There it is. You only need 5. I ordered extra just to have them here. Better that than to be sorry. So
I got my tools pretty much laid out. Going to take off this intake manifold, start plugging up everything that I need to, and then start putting these ports where I believe they should be. So also, I don't know if I showed you guys, the TPS is on. The idle air control valve is on. Brand new. Amazon special. Works great. Used it in the past. It's in that car. Map sensor's on. I don't know if I showed you guys that in the past one. So, okay. It's really hot. Let me get that fan on and let me get that intake manifold off. That intake manifold is off. I'm going to block this port with this plug. I'm going to block this port with this plug, and I'm going to leave one vacuum for here for the brake booster. So now why not here? Well, you don't want that vacuum line a little too long. Pause. I'll start it right here on basically whoever wins the car. This will be your vacuum for your brake booster. The rest you don't need. We'll block them off. So I have more 1/8 NPT plugs in the bins, and that's pretty much it for setting that up. We'll put the badge on at the end once we're done touching it. But pause. Look how clean this engine is. Look how clean this motor is. So I'm going to end up maybe spraying a little WD-40 in there so none of the rust stays. And then as the winter gets it, or while we wait for a winter, nothing is going to get damaged or anything like that. You'll be fine. And come to think about it, maybe this is the right time to put the adapter. So I did end up siliconing behind this nice and clean. It's all set up. But it's very important how you set up this tension on this spring. It needs to be flush with this side. So let me get this intake manifold gasket on. I'm gonna leave the studs. It's a great guide. It's very easy, and the chances of scratching or anything is very slim. Let me get my gasket on, and then let me get my intake manifold on. Pretty much goes in one way. That's it, perfect. So our intake thermal gasket is on. Now what it's trying to do is keep the heat away from the intake manifold. That's what these thermal gaskets do. So technically right now I'm supposed to just finish plugging this up and put this on, so on and so forth. But that part is on. Let me get those all these barb plugs situated. Boy, is it hot. Like I said, I'm sorry about that fan. Hopefully that noise is not bothering you guys. But I am going to start. It's so much harder to work when it's hot, man. I really don't know how people like the summer. I really have no idea how. To me, it's like 10 times more difficult. Everything becomes a lot harder. Pause. So I'll take a little Teflon tape just to be on the safe side. Not much. Just maybe one loop around. Break that off. Whatever excess, I can clean it. Set up the Teflon. You got 3/16 is the 1/8 NPT plug. Some people try to use like a 5mm. It doesn't really work out too well. We're going to thread in by hand. We're going to block this port off here. We never want to use that port unless it's absolutely necessary. Take our 1/4" ratchet. You had it, you got it. You had it, you got it. Okay. Perfect. So that's plugged up. That excess already broke off. Look how clean that looks. Sweet. You'll never even think it's there. So now I'll spin this back around, and now, so these extra fittings here, the winner's gonna get with the motor. I have a box of like extra hardware and stuff that came with different products, but like I said, if he's gonna end up running a different type of, if he needs another vacuum source, if he's gonna go boost or whatnot, he could just remove and add. So the next thing I'll do is, since I already have the 13/16 out, I'll put in the next 1/8 MPT plug. Now again, this is not rocket science. This is not the hardest thing to do, but sometimes technique might help you out. You'll be like, yo, you know what? I always put them in with nothing. And you could possibly have a slight vacuum leak and never know it, which means you'll be losing power. So again, we never put anything on with the ratchet. We always just use the tool, the socket, if you say. And we'll thread that in by hand, nice and easy. Nothing twists around, nothing cross threads. Tighten that up. Beautiful. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Over here, bud. Okay, you got it. So now, basically, there's one more plug, which would be this guy. Let's find this socket. Is it 9/32? No. It's 9. It's a quarter. Yep, a quarter. So what I'll do again is Teflon. Now some people have different theory on how to put these on. Like Teflon tape, you should be going the opposite direction. I've been putting them on the same way, this way, for years. So, like I said, it works for me. But everything going to the intake manifold will be Tefloned. Even that fitting, got it? Even that fitting for the brake booster. Beautiful. Threads in like a gem. Threads in like a gem. Done with the 3/16. Always put your tools back. Work as clean as possible. You'll never have a mess. I'm trying to think of more Bernie Mac lines. I'm trying to. Alright. That's good. Gold. One plug left. This guy. So this is not a 14 millimeter. This is a 9/16, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to strip this soft aluminum. It's a 9/16, not a 14. Know the difference, because you don't want to strip anything, ever. You ever see me build a car or an engine with a stripped bolt or a stripped pause nut? No, because when we're building these beautiful cars, what we're looking for is efficiency. So how long does it take for me to take this thing apart, pause, if I ever need to take it apart? And that ultimately comes down to working clean. Now this one threads all the way through. We take our 9/16, we snug up on it. Finished. So our vacuum ports are blocked off. We have this line for whoever wins this engine. This will be your brake booster line. It should be like a -6. Nice clean -6 vacuum line to your brake booster with the check valve in between, and you're golden. But this is plugged up, this is plugged up, and we didn't need this port. I hope that was informative. Okay? Now look at the freedom of running those studs, right? I have my intake manifold. I wouldn't have been able to record like this. Oh God. Oh God, did I just jinx it? I just jinxed it. I think I just scratched right there. What do you think? Hold on, let me hold this camera. I didn't put it on evenly. Okay. I'm worried about recording. Alright. Didn't scratch nothing. My studs guided me in. I have two fresh clean 12s that I'll put there first, And then I'll begin, little nick right there. All right, not terrible, just being picky. Okay, let me get these bolts on and I'll be right back. Okay, hold on, I'm trying here, I got you. Let me get the camera. Okay, I want to thread this in lightly into that thread here. Bear with me, guys. Holding this camera is not easy. I might mess up. I want to move that there. I just want to feel it kind of thread in first. Okay, it's threaded in. Let's make sure. Easy. Okay. Let's make sure that's in there. So if you don't set this up right, your intake manifold is going to leak. Okay, I have thread. Now, what you basically want to do is have this loop here with this spring exactly even with this 12 mil bolt. So here goes our 12 mil. One more time, guys, if you don't install this adapter right, you're gonna have a leak, even if you have silicone. So thread that on, and now you're basically going to have to move both of these at the same time. You see how that's not flush yet? And you see how that spring is cocked back? Pause, you see that? So what we're trying to do here, bear with me, get the socket off. Get the socket on. I got you. I know. Bear with me. We're trying to have this even while making contact to the intake manifold. So what I'll do is swap hands and I'll start to turn that. See how it's getting even? And now if you go too much, you'll notice that you're going to be pressing against this bolt. So you're trying to basically bring both of them down evenly at the same time. Now my 12 is here, but I'm using it on the other socket. So I'll put it on to here, make sure that that's tight. Big snap-on guy! I have botched the Bernie Mac references. I haven't said one good one. And the baby! That's the only one I said. Okay, there it is. So now, what's wrong here? See it? See how it needs more? So we'll bring that one up. We'll tighten this one. Can we sneak both on? I think we can. See how that screw's loose? We're almost there. Okay, it's still cocked a little bit. So it needs a little bit more. And that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. So you don't want it too far in. You don't want it too far out. You want it flush. It looks like it could take a little bit more, but I like that right there. Pause. Intake manifold is completely on. Now the next thing that I have to, all of these are tight. All the nuts, all the bolts are tight. Now I can work on this guy here, but I believe when you use the adapter you might have to use a worm clamp. I'm really hoping to use the OEM one. I got it right here. It's nice and clean. So let me see how that goes real quick. Be right back. Oh, nice. Nice. Worked out good. I didn't need to use a worm clamp. It's perfect. That hose is cleaned. I washed it in and out. So all my bolts tight here, tight here. I've got my fitting set up. Only need one for my brake booster. The next vacuum that needs to be needed on this would be the map sensor, and there it is right there. So IAC on, TPS is tight. These hex keys are tight, nice and clean. Put a little bit layer of Honda Bond on here just in case, but that's pretty much golden. I think the only thing left is to put the badge on, but how's it look? Hold on. Get this. Oh, I didn't get to show you guys that. Remind me at the end. I gotta walk over here by the sensor. Come on. Okay. Wow. Wow. Somebody's gonna win this motor, man. Nice and clean. So that's good to go. Everything is tight on that side. Fuel rail is tight. I also put a little Honda grease, you know, on the top and bottom of the injector. Not much, but that's it. That hose is good. Vacuum. I do this all the time. I start to triple and quadruple check everything just to make sure I'm on the safe side. I know my throttle body. You see? My throttle body's loose. I didn't finish tightening it because I had to deal with the intake manifold. I just wanted to see how it looked. So 6mm. Let's put an extension on it so we don't damage nothing. I love working with 1/4 inch because it just shows, pause. It just shows that you're a delicate builder. You're all about being clean. So that was loose, okay. Great reminder. That's 2. That's 3. I always like to work with a 1/4 inch. That's what she said. Never. Okay, it's nice. Gaskets in. Oh, we looking like something. Yeah. We looking like something, folks. That's it. I think my next step is get it off this engine stand and get it onto that cart and get that clutch kit in. But I think I'm gonna wait to battle that day, folks. I think I'm gonna wait to battle that day. Man, you know what? Let me put this motor straight. Hold on. Oh, I almost forgot I bought this too. So that's gonna be our temp sensor here to get a reading for temperature. So let me Teflon this, and by the time you see that next clip, it'll be something like that. I was supposed to do the edit. Hopefully that worked. Okay, our temp sensor is in. That's finished. Microfiber. Clean this area. Let's push this back a little bit. Okay. There's my badge here. You know it's official now. You know it's official now. Hold on. Let me set this up. Something like that. Probably a shitty lighting, shitty angle, but you know, I am sweating like a fat girl at a buffet. I'm dying here, mate. We need a shop with AC. We need a shop with AC. Okay, don't botch this. Nice and center, Rocky. Left to right. Oh yeah. Woo! Woo! Boy, does that look good. Boy, does that look good. We still have that protection film here too. What do you say? Leave it up to the owner to take it off? There's a film on here. Wow. What a great looking piece. This motor came out great, man. Absolutely great. This stuff here, it's all good. That's it. Next step is literally just the clutch kit. Yeah. Alright, so check this out. Finally, hold on, let me get this box out of here. Finally took some of the stuff out of the packages. Guys, this is an $1,100 value. This is 7th place. So K-tuned V3 shifter. Yeah, think is it the V3? Yes, this is the V3 shifter, not V2. Why did I see? Because I seen 2. V3 shifter with the cables, the race cables, with the transmission bracket, with the shift knob. That is 7th place. 8th place, Action Clutch Kit, K-Series Stage 3 with chromoly flywheel. Downstar Arms coming in 9th place. EG, DC, Del Sol. He will also let you swap these arms out. Same with this company. Then you got the 2 boxes of work gloves. You should never be running out of gloves. By Volt Supplies. So, these are the ones that I've been using here at the garage. Those. They work great. They work awesome. And then obviously 6th place is the Moon Man. You get a free tune from him. You can sell your tune. You do whatever you want. But yeah, it's version 3. This confused the shit out of me with this too. So let's do this again. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for argument's sakes, 5, 4, 3, 2, with a composite fuel rail, 1. And it's going to come on an engine cart with the transmission, with, not the transmission, with the clutch kit, with all the hardware all set to go. It's really hot. Start to lose your mind in here. But yeah, man. It's not much time left, guys. Good luck. Not even wiping the sweat, bro. Look how sweaty I am, man. Holy shit, it's so humid in here. The heat coming off of that door, and I have it closed, is crazy. So, okay, so first place engine basically is complete. The last thing to do is clutch engine cart. The giveaway is live. If you'd like to join, international, you can join. Delivery is on me on any of the prizes. I don't care how much money it costs. So if you're watching this right now, this is the greatest giveaway you'll ever be involved in. You can ask some of the followers, some of the subscribers in the comments. You get a hat. They come in 5 different colors. You get a lanyard. It comes in 5 different colors. You get a sticker and you get a ticket. Now that ticket, we put it into the drum live on YouTube. We're going to spin that drum. We're going to come up with 10 different winners. And this time, I put your information on the back of my end of the tickets, so we don't have that mishap like last time. So, what does that mean exactly, Aki? I'm going to keep the sweat going. It means still, if you don't have your ticket, if you don't send the provided photo the way that I specifically ask for it, you have 47 hours to provide that photo. If not, if you got your ticket and you say, hey, Aki, I won first place. Perfect, bro. Send me a photo. This is how I want the photo. No problem. Get the photo. Motor's yours. 10th place, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th, all the way up to 1st is yours. It's very important that you guys keep your ticket. Very, very important. So, again, pretty straightforward vlog, basically discussing intake manifold install on the Skunk. Boy, am I in love with this motor. I was thinking right now, like, it would look so crazy in the engine bay of Manolo, it's not even funny. But hell yeah, man, I'm here every day, busting my tail. I don't have a job, don't have health care, don't have a 401k, no retirement, no social security. I rely on you guys supporting me so I can fill my family's bellies, so I can fulfill my dreams of either helping a lot of different people or working on some personal projects. But I've shared everything with you. I've never hidden nothing from you. So your support goes a long way. I love and appreciate you guys. Till next time, keep gunning.